こんにちは。今回はこれまでの何本かでニューヨークのラッカーパークに関わる動画を出してきたんですが、なぜ数ある公園の中でもこのコートがベストなのか紹介できたらと思います。ラッカーのコートの起源は古く1945年からありました。大体の理由は最初は文武両道の一環で、あとはそこら中にはびこる犯罪から抜け出して熱中して人生を豊かにしてもらおうというのが狙いでした。そして60年代に一度ピークを迎えます。その時にあったラッカーリーグという大会に毎週のように ABA、NBA の大スターたちが出場していて、地元の選手たちが挑みに来るというものでした。前回の動画で話したジョー・ハモンドや、中でもジャンピングジャッキー・ジャクソンと呼ばれるプレイヤーは190センチながらバックボードの上に置いたコインを取るというものをおそらく初めてやった選手じゃないかなと思います。彼が前回話したウィルト・チェンバレンの上からダンクをしたり、チェンバレンのフィンガーロールをブロックするなど高いレベルのゲームを無料で外で行っていることに、当時では熱狂的なファンは多かったんじゃないかと思います。トリプルクラッチのような状況からダンクをしたり、相手がゴール下でフェイクして飛ばせたとしてもそのまま落ちてこなくて、結果3秒ルールを取られたという伝説もあって、今の時代でも見れないレベルのゲームをしてたんだったら必然的に人気になりますよね。そして徐々に現役のプレイヤーの足が遠のいたこともあって、70年代後半80年代前半は少し下火な時代になりました。そしてラッカーリーグから EBC へと変革を起こしたグレッグ・マリオスが現れます。
The Entertainers basketball class started 28 years ago in 1980. It was a game between my group, Disco 4, and a group called Crash Group. You know, they kept bragging about how they could play ball and they could beat whoever. Well, I finally turned around and said, you know something? Let's just play this game when y'all want to play it. Mr. Magic overheard the same conversation. He announced it on the radio. We was just amazed at the crowd, so we ended up playing. We beat the Crash Group by 59 points. There was other rap groups there, Cold Crush, Sugar Hill Gang. Everybody that had records out actually used to listen to Mr. Magic, because that was the only place you could hear your record player. And I actually created a tournament with the rest of my group members. And from that point on, our tournament just blew up. It was doing things that other tournaments weren't doing. We outgrew the parks that we was in. By 85, the parks department said we had to choose another park. So I had a choice between 145th Street in Lenox or Ruckerpark. It really was a great choice because I continued a history that was already established in this park.
A lot of these cats that's playing ball that didn't make it out of high school, didn't make it in the college because of grades or even drugs or even the street gangs that held them back from making it to the NBA. And they do things that your mind couldn't even imagine that could be done. You know, Rutgers represents Harlem.
このトーナメントではある種レコード会社の代理戦争のような形でバッドボーイレコードが抜きん出たチームとなりました。
Reputation is everything. And for 50 years, streetball reputations have been created and destroyed at Ruckerpark.For hip-hop tycoon Sean Puffy Combs of Bad Boy Records, his team's 2-year winning streak earns him street credibility in his hometown Harlem. Their opponent, local upstart record company Vacant Lot, knows it's playing not only for respect on the court, but also in the billion-dollar hip-hop music arena.
Team that they want to dethrone. We like the Dallas Cowboys. We like Chicago Bulls. You know, we the dynasty team. And you got these up-and-coming cats, Vacant Lot, and they want to get a name and a little rep for themselves.
ここにはストリートボールのスターフューチャーや ESPN の&1から10年ほど前のメインイベントハーフマンハーフアメージング、2000年代初頭まで活躍したキャプテンマッピーらが所属した最強チームでした。しかしこの決勝で EBC に変化をもたらす事件が起きます。
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde describes the once dominant Bad Boys this year.
Yeah, baby.
All season, they've allowed teams to set the pace and lead by 1 or 2 points the whole game. Then, in the final quarter, they find their rhythm and take it away.
Scores 26-24 over the Wild League. The main event. The main event.
Two undefeated teams play one of the best games of the season. So it's a shame when a crosstown rivalry off the court ends this game.
guess a dispute started between, from what I heard, two rappers.
And it really didn't have nothing to do with the Rucker. It was just the fact that they bumped heads on this ground. It was going to happen whether they bumped heads here, whether it was in the street, or whether it was at a club or anything like that.
With a staff of 50 people and attendance of several thousand more, EBC founder Greg Marius takes on the responsibility not only for everyone's safety, but also for the integrity of the park.
Well, I've been putting this tournament together for 19 years, and what's good about this whole situation is when we started the searching, it helped eliminate a lot of problems as far as what if that happened again, and what if we didn't search. The whole attitude and everybody's conscience would have been like, yo, I gotta get out this park. I see a scuffle on the other end. Anything could be happening. Guns could be drawn right now. So the first thing when they see that is they just start running. Now that we've been searching for years now, that doesn't happen. The worst case scenario is it's a fist fight. And that can happen anywhere.
これは昔に書籍で見たことがあるんですが、このセキュリティがパフススクワットって記述を見た記憶があったので、消音古物の取り巻きかバッドボーイレコードのスタッフが入り口前で武器やカメラの没収などを行ってラッカーの安全を保てるようになりました。
Well, the reason I got a lot of companies to be involved is through the record company. And one thing about the record company, they want you to keep it streety, urban. And now that all these commercials that you see us that are happening, they basing it around what we do here. So companies aren't afraid to come in here and be involved with a league like ours.
It's a good opportunity for us because during the summertime is usually when we're breaking our newest acts. And then there's so many legends that came from Harlem, the polo grounds, and playing in this particular park, that this was the best thing to do at the time.
90年代の EBC は各レーベルのスポンサーもあり、潤沢な資金で運営することができました。
A lot of kids don't have an opportunity to go to that Madison Square Garden to see players like Jermaine O'Neal, Steve Francis. But at the Entertainers Basketball Classic, we provide all that for free.
Before Fat Joe and Jay-Z, Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, was the first entertainer to bring around the NBA players, which led to a 90s dynasty that featured players like a young Ron Artest.
True warrior makes his move down like Danny Lane.
Diddy's success in the EBC inspired other entertainers to join the tournament and also attracted the elite of the NBA.
そして安全が保たれ NBA 選手もどんどん参加する EBC は通常のストリートボールよりも格式も高くなっていました。
You got David Stern out here, the President Bill Clinton. If you got the President Bill Clinton out here, just think who else is out here, you know what I'm saying?
To have Bill Clinton come up here really let me know the direction we're really going in.
What made you come to the Entertainers Basketball Classic today? What made you decide to want to come here and see our game today?
Well, I love basketball, and I've got a friend that works with David here at the NBA, and he told me about it. He knows I love to see good basketball, so I got invited, and I came.
He came, he enjoyed the game. He came with the commission of the NBA.
It's always about the game, and this is about the game. It's just great to be here to see it all.
He never felt anything like that. And that's what it's been like for a lot of guys. You know, they come here, they never felt anything like that. They play in other parks, but it's still, the atmosphere is still not like what we created up here. And that's what made all the other guys like Irv Gotti, Fat Joe, and you know, other guys that was big names, celebs, be a part of this, because they looked at it more than just basketball. They looked at it as a way of marketing their music and their label.
There's never been, per se, a street basketball tournament that attracts the level of celebrities as this tournament. It just never happened.
You have people that you would never expect to even be showing up anywhere in Harlem. And for them to come up at Ruckerpark, that's an experience in itself.
First of all, the Rough Riders are playing right now. Just give me a little enlightenment on what do you think about basketball up here? What does it mean to you, man? And why are you here?
I'm here for the love, baby. You know, it's love. That's all.
This is all love. We just trying to give back to the community, give kids in the inner city something to see, something to go to, give these cats away off the streets to show their talent, keep everybody focused in a positive way, with some just friendly competition. And it's all for the love.
現代でも起こっている楽曲で別のラッパーをディスり、抗争になって周りも巻き添えに何人も亡くなるという問題がありますが、当時ではどんな選手を集めてチームを結成できるかなどでそのレコードの実力や 周りのレコード会社と戦う方が建設的で一つのいい方法だと思います。ただ現代では実現できない様々な理由があるので、今度はその辺も詳しくやりたいなと思います。今回はニューヨークでラッカーパークがベストになり得るいくつかの要因の紹介でした。ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。